welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we are in Palette Town in Tokyo and we're going to see the teamLab Borderless exhibition. I wanted to see this exhibition for a really long time. It is a fully digital art display and I've seen lots of information about it online, especially on Instagram. It's super popular on Instagram. But yeah, I'm really excited to see it. Let's go. You can turn around and wave or something. So we are going here, the Mori Building Digital Art Museum. And we actually can't find it. I think it's downstairs. Is it downstairs? It's not downstairs, forget that. So to get to the teamLab building, you can go through the Toyota exhibition. And the Toyota exhibition basically has many cars, and you can have a look at all the new models that are coming out. Just head towards the really big wheel. It is right next to it.
It's big. So they suggest that you download this teamLab app to get the most out of your experience here.
It's so magical, and the best thing is it actually smells like flowers in this room. So cool. everybody, so it is the next day, it is morning, and I've got some time, and I thought before I head out for the day I will talk to you a little bit about the Borderless experience and let you know what it was like from my perspective. So I am currently drinking coffee. This is Café de Cri, Café au lait, French coffee, hot from the vending machine. Because it is October/November time, lots of the vending machines outside have hot drinks now, which is amazing. It is so nice to drink hot coffee in the morning that you don't have to make. You can just go outside and put a coin in and get some nice, delicious hot coffee. But yeah, let's get into the Borderless talk. So Borderless was incredible. It was the most visually aesthetically appealing thing I have ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen anything like it before. All the artworks interact with each other and they also interact with you. It's completely flawless. Like the way they change from one artwork into another is just, it's so seamless. You really do feel completely immersed in this beautiful, magical environment, and it's incredible. That's probably the only way to describe it. But there are a couple of downsides which I think are worth mentioning, and probably the biggest downside is the queuing. Even if you have your ticket and you get in on time and everything's fine, you still have to queue for some of the main attractions. For example, Crystal World, we had to queue for that for about 5 to 10 minutes, which wasn't too bad. But for the room that's full of lamps that are like hanging from the ceiling and change color, you have to queue for that for about 20 minutes. I'm really sorry, I don't actually remember what the exhibit is called, but the room full of lamps, you only get to spend about 60 seconds in there. So after queuing for about 15 to 20 minutes, you spend a whole 1 minute there, and that is not long enough to see all the light changes and all the effects. It's very, very quick. You literally walk in and then 60 seconds later they say, okay, come on, go, get out now. And you're like, oh, but I haven't seen everything. I haven't had like the full experience. But it's because the queues are so long, they're trying to move people through it quickly. So a lot of the light changing can be observed from the outside. The way it was designed is that as you queue, you can actually see inside, and you can see people walking around inside, and you can see all the lamps changing color. So most of the observing will be done while you are in the queue itself. But once you're inside, you'll probably stay there for like one light change and then you have to get out. So if you are thinking about taking your time and taking a really beautiful picture, it's not going to happen. It's very, very unlikely to happen unless you go during a time that is completely uncrowded. Although we did go during a non-peak time, we didn't go in the middle of the day, and we also went during the weekday, and there weren't that many people there. The tickets were completely sold out for the day. So if you do want to come, definitely pre-book it online, because when we arrived it was fairly early and the tickets were already sold out. So yeah, definitely pre-book. Another thing worth mentioning is that there is no direct plan. So you kind of move throughout the space throughout the day without any guide or any map or anything. And that is partly because the artworks move throughout the rooms and they change as they move throughout the rooms. But because there is no official plan, you kind of end up missing a lot. For example, we missed, I think, 2 of the light performances. One was where you stand in a cave and the lights kind of change into this beautiful universal pattern. We kind of got there at the very, very end and we missed the whole show. And you don't know when the next show is going to be, so you don't want to, stand around and wait. So I think maybe a little guide would be quite good. I tried looking on the app, but the app is a little bit glitchy. But aside from that, just walking around in this incredible space is so visually amazing. I can't describe it. Every time you walk into a different room, it has a different scent. For example, the room that's full of flowers all over the walls, it actually smells like flowers. Like, I was so surprised. It really attacks all your senses, and it's really, really cool. But yeah, I highly recommend you try it out. There is another exhibit called Planets, and that looks just really cool. For that one, I think you have to take your shoes off and walk through water, so just keep that in mind. For this one, you didn't have to take your shoes off or anything. But I have noticed that a lot of people who wore skirts and like no tights, they were given a towel, like a little wrap to put around themselves, because a lot of the floors are mirrored, so you can kind of see up your skirt. So just keep that in mind. You might want to wear jeans. I wore a skirt, but I had like really, really dark tights on, so you couldn't see anything, so I wasn't too bothered. But a few other people who did wear skirts, they had to put a wrap around themselves. So just keep that in mind. You might want to wear like tights or pants or jeans or something like that. But yeah, it was just visually incredible. Like I said, I've never seen anything like it. I highly recommend it if you're in Tokyo and you're into the digital arts. But then again, even if you're not into the digital arts, I still think it's worth checking out because it's just the most amazing thing. One of my favorite things was that when you touch some of the artworks, they actually respond to you. Like, they talk to you. They really make you feel like you are part of their world, and it's amazing. That's all I have to say. It was just a really awesome experience. It is quite pricey. I think we paid about 3,000 and something yen. I'm gonna write the price here. But you do get to spend the whole day there. You can literally just spend your entire day there and relax and just take in all the artworks. And there also is a cafe. We didn't try the cafe, we were kind of busy going from one place to the other and just taking everything in, but there is a cafe that you can pop into, and apparently you can get a tea that also interacts with the lights. I don't know what that's about. Maybe next time I go I will try and film that. But yeah, you're supposed to spend the whole day there, so it's a whole day out, and I honestly think it's worth it. It is expensive, but I do feel that it's worth it. I would go again. Like I said, because I think we missed a few things, I would definitely go again and just experience the whole thing. It was so relaxing as well. I didn't expect it to be so relaxing, but it was just really chill and magical. That's the way to describe it. It was magical. So yeah, that is it for Borderless. I think today I'm gonna head to Omotesando and we're gonna explore the area and just check out Takeshita Street. I think out of all the places in Tokyo, Omotesando is probably my favorite. It's very clean and there are a lot of very good shops, and Tokyo Plaza has the most incredible view over the city. It's beautiful. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!